meet arrived at the Linnedy car park. Busy, but not too busy. Seen it much worse, so good spot. I've got a few things to shoehorn into the rucksack. Might need to do a bit of organising or take a jacket out just to make some space, but I'll do that and then I'll get on the road. Well, after the prerequisite amount of faffing, I've just set off. And there was a couple of big rain showers. It's forecast to rain for the next couple of hours and then brighten up. And with any luck, it'll be nice for the rest of the trip, but we'll see. Midges are fairly fierce down in the car park, so it's good to get moving, keep away from them, and we'll see how it goes. Looking forward to it. Well, I don't want to tempt fate, but it's brightening up a wee bit and I can almost see some blue sky, which is nice. So fingers crossed, we'll have a nice walk in. Next stop, Derry Lodge, which should take me about an hour, I think. See how it goes. Heather's looking pretty though. The sun has come out, which is nice. A few clouds. Forecast still says rain, but let's hope it skips mostly. Chalking up Glen Louis. Very nice. Nice and the purple heather is sweetly blooming. It's a path down to Bob Scott's Bothy. Go down there on the way back, have a wee look. Looking him as an out. And this is Derry Lodge, which has been boarded up for years. It's such a shame. Actually takes you down to the bridge, the mountain rescue hut. There's usually quite a few people camping around here before the path splits. We just walked through a bog for half an hour. The path's been kind of washed away. But it looks like we're back on track again, although it looks like this has been a river in the last couple of days. So a bit of slow progress there through the marshy bits after crossing the river, but the path's back now, so making fair progress. I should turn the corner soon and look right up the glen, which is a sight to behold. But it's beautiful down here. The sun's come out, which is nice. Lots of fresh water, so that's good. And probably another couple of hours till we get to where I'm planning on camping, but we'll see how we get on until then. Ah, lovely. So there's a river crossing back there, but the river's much wider and there's no way I'm getting across without being up to my knees or possibly falling in. So I'm walking further upstream, and I've already had to cross another river to get to this bit, so that's what I'm trying to get across. But on the path that was marked on the map, there was a few stepping stones, but they were about 2 foot underwater, so that wasn't going to work. It's adding a bit to the journey, but with the speed of the water, I'd have been definitely in if I'd tried going that way. So discretion and all of that. Woo. I couldn't find a place to cross the river, so I had a knife with me. So what I've done is I've quickly constructed a bridge, which should get me across okay, so good stuff. It's been raining quite heavily for the last hour, but it's just stopped. The path's turned into a bit of a river. But it's all good. It's pretty a steep rise there as well. My hat's all over the place. Yeah, slow going up the hill because it was a bit marshy and boggy and the path kept disappearing and it was very steep, so it kind of slows you down a bit, but it should be. There's one more rise to go and then we're down hill towards the Bothy, so let's see how we get on. Finally coming up to a high point of the pass. And it's down towards the Bothy. Magnificent hills. Which I'll be aware I will be up tomorrow. Time to get across this. Should be fun. Well, it was rather precarious, but got there. Not sure I picked the best route, but I'm over. Onwards. It's a bit windy up here. It's the summit. Devil's Point. Get up there, see if there's any way to get out of the wind behind the cairn. Nice. Have a little lunch. Some Midgie infused water. Extra protein always good for you. You're there. Back down towards Linadee over there, the way I came up yesterday. Big lumps of granite. Just looking up towards Cairntill. And Brady in the distance. Nice little shelter. Quite nice little sit. Midgy water. Taking the views. Beautiful. View over towards Derek and going by McDay. Up the Land of Grew to the Boulder Fields. Watch I don't walk off the edge of a cliff. There's the Bothy down there. My tent still appears to be standing. Beautiful. Be heading back down off the summit. That's the path that goes up to Cairntill and then onwards to Angel Peak and Angel's Peak and Brariach. The people I was with last night, they're doing that today and they're heading back to the Sugar Bowl. And some of the lads I was talking to this morning, they're just going up there and coming back down, so I shall see where I go from here. Made it safely across, but easier coming back. Those things you find on the trail though. So that's where it was. Back down on that ridge. Down the other side of the waterfall. Across and then all the way down here. Many rivers to cross. Yeah, that's the majority of the descent done from that waterfall all the way up there. And the Bothy has just come back into view, so not far to go. Go down, get a brew on, do some tent admin. The tent is an absolute mess. I just threw everything out the rucksack and when it collapsed last night, everything's all over the place. So I'll repitch it and hopefully the wind's gone. And I'll tidy it up a bit. And then I might just have a kind of lazy afternoon. See what happens, see if anyone's around. A chat or listen to a book. Onwards. Well, that's us almost back down at the Bothy, having been up there. And come all the way down there. Just down the hill. I'm going to have a lazy afternoon. The sun's coming out. Don't bring any sun cream. Get my midgie cream. So yeah, get down, have a brew, see if anyone's around the Bothy. I think the other tents are the lads that are doing the full trip around there today, so they won't be back till later. The other people that were staying last night left quite early. There's one German chap that was still there when I left. I don't know what he was doing today. I think he said he was walking down towards the Red House in Glentilt. So I'll see if he's there. And maybe listen to a book. Happy days, onwards. There's Corrour Bothy. Box there. There. Some chairs and a view. Very nice. Some advice for future Jack. Get rid of these lightweight tent stakes, they're rubbish. Go back to using the lightweight aluminium proper pegs. And I also need to do the modification for the end bits because they were totally useless last night. There was something else, but I can't remember what it was. No, I'll do for now. Future Jack, watch this and listen. The hell with the midges. I'm going to have some roast chicken pasta. Oh yes. Evening campers. I've just run the midgie gauntlet. And oh, they're all up this end, trying to get out into the light. That's not good. Let's know where they are. Midgie extermination to be done, and then relaxation. Hooray, onwards. Morning campers. Sunday morning. It's a quiet night, good sleep. The wind had gone, it wasn't as cold as the night before, so that's good. Looking at the walls of the tent, looks like there's a bit of a breeze, which is good. Hopefully the midges are away. It's just 7 o'clock, so I'll wait till I hear some life and then I'll wander up to the Bothy and get a coffee and some porridge and then decide what I'm doing today. I haven't really decided yet. I might walk up to the Larry Group or I might walk down to Bob Scott's. Don't know. See how it goes. Heading back down to Linnadee. I'm with Neil, who's the maintenance organiser for the MBA for that Bothy. So he's doing a fine job, and he's taking some photographs of the bridge for an engineering project. Somebody wants to see what state the bridge is in. So that's what he's doing. There's Devil's Point above us, where I was on Friday, and then that's the glen back up to the Larry Grew. So happy days. A little glade down to the ford at Louis Beg, which I bailed on the way up, went over the bridge, but it adds about an hour to the journey, so I'm going to. It hasn't rained the last day and a half, so hoping to get across. Neil, the MBA man, has told me where the stepping stones are, and he said even if they're under the water you can get across dry, so
I'm doing my best. Right, time to put the camera away.
Well, we made it across. Luckily for me, Neil had stopped for some lunch and was just backing up as I came down the hill. So he came across and showed me the route. I basically just followed him back, made it across. Top man. So that's me saved about an hour. So crack on to Derry Lodge. Well, a bit of excitement after crossing the river. Got cramp in my left calf. Tripped and smashed my face into a rock. So not the best thing. You see my lips a bit swollen. Feels like I've been at the dentist. It's totally numb. I was very lucky. It was a completely flat rock and I just smacked it flat, so it didn't even cut me. But that's good, just shows you what can happen. Tripping on a perfectly flat path. Anyway, I'm about half an hour from Derry Lodge. Well, depends, going over the flats at the moment. It's a lodge in the background. Pick my way through this marshland and then hopefully it's only an hour from there down to the car. So see how we get on. Onwards, Mrs. Swollen Lip. Well, that's me back at the mountain rescue hut at Derry Lodge. Thankfully I didn't have to call them out, but I smashed into that rock in a slightly different place. Might have been a different story, so there you are. Pick your feet up, drink more water. Listen for all this. Right, I'm going to stop for 10 minutes, drink lots of water, get some food on board, and then it should be an hour down to the car park and head home. It's been a cracking few days. Apart from that little incident at the end, I've had a great time and I'm just thankful I still have my teeth and my brain, such as it is. Right, time for a wee rest, back in a bit. Of course, as anyone who's been up here knows, as soon as you say you're going to stop for 10 minutes, you stop for 30 seconds and the midges attack, so I stopped for a minute. Had a quick swig of water, a jelly baby and a marshmallow, and I'm getting bitten alive. So I need to crack on, get rid of these wee buggers. So walking out from Derry Lodge down in Louis, and cracking few days. I was going to stay at Bob Scott's tonight, but somebody came up with an up-to-date weather forecast that it's going to be quite windy tonight and horrible tomorrow, so probably best to bail now. But I'm going to go up to the Red House. Everybody's raving about how nice the Red House is since they did it up, so maybe in a couple of weeks I'll get back up here and go along there. Happy days. Made it back to the car park about 20 minutes ahead of schedule. Last bit was a bit hard going. Just take my pack off. Walking without it feels very strange. Get into the car and head home.